Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, says the war with Iran is over. There's only one problem with that statement. If the war is over, who are he negotiating with? Why is he negotiating if the war is over? Furthermore, if the war is over, why doesn't Iran know? Because as far as Iran know, Trump is sending 3,500 troops to the region for boots on the ground in Iran. And Iran said, send them. We're waiting on them. Yeah, fam. Well, you know who that guy is to the left. That guy on the right ain't playing no games. That guy right there is Muhammad Baqer Qalibaf. He's the guy in charge. You know, Trump says that they ain't got nobody in charge over there. But I told y'all, every time somebody go down in Iran, they got 1,000 more people lined up to take his place. Those people are serious, and this war is not going to be over in a few days. It's not going to be over in a few months. It's going to take years because Iran is not going to capitulate to America's demands. They got a 15-point demand list. And I can't see Iran just blindly agreeing to those 15 points. That's not going to happen. And you know, when America makes these deals, the deals always seem to be like one-sided, you know? It's always seem to be one-sided. Anyway, fam, per NBC News, Iran says Sunday it is ready to face U.S. troops on the ground, accusing Washington of secretly planning an assault while seeking negotiations to end the war. The enemy openly sends messages of negotiation and dialogue, but secretly is planning a ground attack, said Iran's parliament speaker, Muhammad Baqer Qalibaf. According to state media outlet IRNA and state-affiliated Tasnim, the U.S. is unaware that our men are waiting for American soldiers to enter on the ground so they can set them ablaze and punish their regional partners forever, he added. His comments came hours after the Washington Post reported that the Pentagon has drawn up plans for weeks of ground operations in Iran, short of a full-scale invasion, even as President Donald Trump and key White House figures signal they want to soon draw the conflict to a close. NBC News has not confirmed the report. Meanwhile, the U.S. has reinforced its military strength in the region. The USS Tripoli arrived in the Middle East on Saturday as part of a complement of 3,500 troops, U.S. Central Command said in a post on X. I said Tripoli, but it's Tripoli. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Friday that Iran has not responded to a 15-point peace proposal intended to end the war sent by U.S. negotiators, but said that there was a willingness to talk about certain things from the Iranian side. Family, this war is going to wage for a long, long time. Even with all of the resistance that the U.S. has faced, you know, Donald Trump really is in denial. And I'm wondering, like, who is bold enough to tell him? Like, who's going to tell him? Like, who has the balls to stand up and say, yeah, Mr. President, I know that's what you think. I know what you want, but it ain't gonna go down like that. It can't go down like that. These guys are built differently. This is not non-resistant Venezuela. Like, there was no pushback. You just went in and pretty much kidnapped the president and his wife and killed some people. That's not gonna happen here. That hasn't happened here. And we're gonna have to respect that. Trump got that arrogance where he don't respect nothing. He don't respect nobody. He don't respect nothing. Point blank, period. So he has these fantasies of how life is supposed to be, and he lives in a virtual reality. He lives in an alternative reality. Because even when he starts talking about the economy here in the United States, it's like he's talking about another economy. He brags about how great the economy is doing. He said, stocks are up, price of groceries are down, the price of gasoline is down. And nobody corrects him. They know he lying. He knows he's lying. We know he's lying. He knows we know he's lying. But he still lies. And nobody, in my mind, I'm thinking, look, man, okay, he can lie. If he gonna lie, let him lie. If it just affect him, cool. If you gonna lie, go on lie. But you know how it is, family, when you got friends or whatever. I'm not saying he have friends, but let's just act like he pretend he had friends. These people that surround him were his friends. When you got a friend, you know your friend is a liar. You just let him lie. You just be like, sometimes you be like, you know they lying, but it don't affect you, don't hurt you. You ain't tripping. But when they lie and put you in it, now you got to speak up, right? They won't speak up, family. No matter how often he lies, no matter how boastful the lie, they will not speak up. The U.S. military is in confusion, and that is because you have a reality star, real estate agent, directing the troops. The general, the admirals, they really ain't got no power. He pretty much stripped them of their power. If they speak out against him, they got to go. He will cut them loose just like that. Doesn't matter if they've been in the game 30 years, 40 years, doesn't matter if they have all the experience to help win a war. It doesn't matter if they have a strategic, logistical experience, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. He will cut them off and put a high school student in their place. Well, he hasn't started hiring high school students yet, unless you're going to count the interns, the little girls and stuff. But but you can come fresh out of college. You can be fresh out of college and lead the whole United States military. He'll give you a major job, man. I ain't talking about no weak job. He'll give you a major job. No qualifications whatsoever. Straight up DEI hire. Narcissists always lie when things don't go as expected. It's like if nothing else works, if all else fails, just lie. Just lie. This Iran thing, so far the United States hasn't suffered too much. But I can promise you this. If boots on the ground engage with Iran, if they put those boots on the ground in Iran, those boots, a whole lot of those boots, we're going to be able to see exactly what kind of design are underneath those boots, because a whole lot of those dudes going to get knocked off their feet. Believe that. Believe that. It is going to be bad news for America. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to use that opportunity to get the American people to invest in more money for the war. Because they ain't going to say, look at what they did to our people. Look at what they did. They're killing our people. They're killing Americans. Look at what they did. Not telling you the whole story. The whole story is the United States started the war. The whole story is that if Trump would not have given the approval for the war, if he had not sent them people over there, bomb and messing with those people in the first place, we wouldn't even be at war. We could use that $1 billion a day to invest in our own economy. We could invest in our own people. We could be giving people breaks. $1 billion a day. $1 billion a day. What is? Let me see. Let me see what. Let me make sure I got this number right. Yeah, $1 billion a day. So it's costing $1 billion a day. So far, it's cost the American people about 25, $30 billion already. You know what we could have done with that money? You know how many people could have gotten health care? You know how many people could have gotten relief for food, housing? You know how much money that could have helped, how much of that money we could have used to help, fight disease? How much of that money could have went into education, educating our young people? You know what I'm saying, fam? But they ain't got no money for that. But they got some money for water. They got the money for the walls. But they ain't got money for that. They don't have money for even for infrastructure. Look at some of these damn streets in some of these major cities, Houston included. New York being probably the damn worst when it comes to coming out of that damn tunnel. When you come out of that tunnel, leaving LaGuardia, LaGuardia, man, it's so damn bad. It's a shame, man. It's a shame that a city with all of that money, the damn roads been the same, the streets been having potholes since I've been going to New York for 36 years. The same damn streets, same potholes, all that damn money. It's sick. It's sickening. This dude, Trump, is trying to play both sides against the middle. Iran do not really want to negotiate with America. Iran said, lay down your weapons, surrender. We want this, 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 this. Iran has 5 points. This. That's this. That's what they have. And they want that. I don't think it's going to be a ceasefire. I don't think it's going to be an end to it until they get that. Or America just simply decide to get the hell out of Iran and leave them alone. Because they're not going to just give up. They're not going to stop fighting. When you disturb a wasp nest, the wasp decides when the stinging stops. No more talk.